Welcome back to Superior Sunrise. Now joining me is world champion auctioneer Ralph Wade. And we've got another little guest co-host today.
Yes, our
Piper.
co-host.
Yeah, Piper Hickey. You know, you've been in there in that auction room, well, since you were born, I think, because your grandma is Mitch Hickey, who is in the brush office and pretty much is one of the backbones of the Superior Livestock operation, I think you would say.
That would be an understatement.
Yeah.
Possibly, without her grandmother, we might not run this deal.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, you know, we're excited to have you on this morning, Piper, and we'll talk to you in a little bit about everything that you've got going on. But first, let's go into it. I know I just asked you right now, Ralph, you were in there talking. The room's full. I mean, it's already full. People are excited. It's going to be a great day to sell some cattle.
Oh, you bet. You know, it really is. The buzz in there, and to talk about our markets yesterday, and I know you talked to Charlie earlier, but we had a great market yesterday. Marketed all the Region 1 and 2 kids that are here in Colorado and Region 2, and it was just a great market, and that's the whole buzz in there today. You know, how's it going to be today? How's it going to be today? And you know, World of Ranchers, we had a great event last evening with Prime Rib, and got to intermingle with a lot of the ranchers and visit, and it was really great. And you know, when you have that opportunity to sit down one-on-one and see what's going on in their country, and as we find out, you know, some of the dry areas that there are, and then we find out where the good grass is, and it's just such a great deal to be like a family like that. And this is all part of it right here.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I know that's what Shane was just sitting here saying. You know, there's always things for, you know, families and kids to do when you're at these away auctions. His kids have outgrown it, but I mean, we see Piper and her sisters around. They're out there swimming or taking a hike, and it's just really nice that the Superior family holds true to that tradition. And speaking of getting to know, you know, ranchers, you always say this, you know, sometimes this is the one time a year that we see everybody.
That's true. I mean, all through this area. And, of course, as we travel, and we've talked about this a number of times, that when we get out to Winnemucca and then we go to Sheridan and all that, and them different regions, different areas that we get to see the ranchers, and they come and they're with us, and we get an opportunity to have an event for them to where, you know, they can come, we can sit down with them, and we can, you know, really get that camaraderie going and find out what's going on in their, you know, in their lives, in their world, and that's what we like. As a family, that's the way we want to do it. And we got these young generations coming on, and we one thing about it that we can feel we are in good hands.
You're definitely right on that. So speaking of good hands, I know these customers in there need to hear that they're in good hands. So what are you selling today?
We're on our Region 1 and 2 today, and we're going to be selling the Wyoming calves, of course, starting right out with, and then we'll be selling the calves that are out in Utah and out into Idaho and Nevada and California. So we'll work right through those different state areas. And we're going to be working on all those great calves today. And again, there'll be some of the great genetics that we have an opportunity to market every year, as well as the calves that are on our programs. And it's just you know, a great time and to see this market with that we have. And I think it's a surprise to a lot of people that we're coming down here. I know a lot of people back earlier in the spring were looking for this thing maybe not to be quite as good as it is, but it's just good to see it.
Yeah, it definitely is. Well, speaking of the auction today, if you're in need of a buyer's number, you could always give Superior a call at 800-422-2117. And like you and I always say, there's no reason why you can't watch the auction. I mean, you can watch it on your phone, your tablet, your laptop, on the TV, you name it. So please be sure to tune in to Superior Livestock Auction today and watch, and we'll be ending tomorrow as well. Piper, before we go, tell us how old you are and where you're from.
I'm from Snyder, Colorado, and I am 7 years old.
And she's 7 years old, and like I said, she's been coming here since she was a baby, so she knows how this all works. Well, I want to thank you both for being on this morning. We'll see you right back here tomorrow morning.